my number one. I've been preoccupied today. Martha, as always, banange Katonda yakupanga kirako. I was in the market banange. Double cabin yabadde efuuse double cabin. Double cabin had become a double cabin, but finally we have bought a double cabin today. The owner made me swear not to share pictures or anything, but I mean Martha nange ntuuse webale kutuuka ova mu kyalo jangu tugule mak living in clip films banaye clip nyina okuweereza waaka naye ngenda mukuwa ku Monday ebifaananyi sibijjeeyo. I'll get them on Monday. Tomorrow is a tight day for me, so I cannot come to town, but things will work out in the end. Besides, they always work out. But I hope you guys are doing well today. Bwoba oli mulamu mukama mwebaze, bwoba tolina wakuluma mukama mwebaze. Someone texted me ndabide ku message ya muntu abadde ambuuza oba leero siikole live broadcast, and that's how I remembered. Hey Arthur, you're supposed to do a live broadcast. Double cabin ebadde efuuse double cabin. I have a lot of USBs. But I hope you guys are doing time management. Banange munansonyiwa katika nonye charger ya MiFi wanagitaddewa olunaku lubadde luwanvu. Sometimes even convincing my own people to get a good car can be hard work. They already know what is good. Naye kasita wabaawo external influences zisobola okulemesa omuntu ofuna emmoroka ennungi. I came with a USB for this thing, naye amazima gali nti kati sigiraba gyebaze. I won't be long, just a minute. Yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well. Where are you watching from? I'm just going to recount the journey that I've had today trying to get someone that was recommended by one of you here. Someone recommended their old man to come and I help them select a car. We have done it successfully today. I think it's the name is Wilbur. That's what old man has told me. I think the name is Wilbur. I'm really grateful that you chose to give me that business. I don't take that for granted. We have successfully the journey we started yesterday. Remember yesterday, guys, I told you I'm going to help someone find a double cabin. However, I was told to not share pictures. I'm going to get at least one picture that cannot be identified that that's the car. I mean, you know, hope you guys are doing well. I've been able to see the USB. Yeah, so yesterday, of course, yesterday we started the journey of finding a double cabin for someone, and our budget, we have ended up buying a double cabin at 50 million. Hopefully, if I can get a picture, I wasn't able to take any pictures, but it was a solid piece of machinery there. The UBB Hilux double cabin, 1997 model. 1997 work to be done. okujjako omuntu bwoba weerondalonda ngoba mekanika abaagala okukubba era tebayinza kulwamu kye bakola. There are cars that you buy and there is literally you just have to drive, but of course the person that bought the car had his own other mechanics. They came and of course yesterday when we went to see those we went and got options. We saw about 10 double cabins yesterday and we zeroed down on 2. However, the one we have still bought is the one we said to that gentleman to buy, and he came with his own other mechanics today, and they still zeroed down on that one. We went back and saw their second one, but still yesterday the seller had started at 53 million, but we managed to bring him down to 50 million, and yeah, the sale was closed today. Saturdays are very tricky, which is why I normally don't tell people to plan buying cars on Saturdays, because on Saturdays most banks close at 1 and some others close at 3. It's very hard to find a bank that closes in the night. I think apart from Equity Bank, the rest of the banks, most of them close by 1. Yeah, but we were able to find a bank that was closing in 14 years before we picked the money. And as always, the transporter, Mr. Arthur, drove the bullion van. Moroke yange had a bullion van yenonye sente. Bullion. Ate transporter Arthur kastata achikwatamu kasupidi kabake kateka kali ku safety. Jukire moroke bamo amafuta wonna wali. Yeah, my question is between Sienta 2006 and Spacio New Model 2006, which is better and reliable? Both cars are reliable, Paul, but the Spacio will give you value for your money. Even when you're selling, that Spacio might even retain its value. However, the Sienta doesn't retain value. That's one thing you need to know. Sienta tesigaza sente. You know how you buy a car at 15 and 2 years later you can sell it 15? The Spacio, that can happen, but with the Sienta it can't. Which take it. So if you're comparing those two cars, I would always recommend that you buy the Spacio. Sammy, when you're saying how are you Martha Director, you say how are you Martha Director, Martha Academy. Yeah, you need to say the entire statement. Good evening, Paul, Sammy, Innocent, Salmin, Clip Films, Charles, Gaetano, Samson Chiyimba, Joseph Balikudembe, Mwena. I hope you guys are doing Mukamoli. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, I don't take for granted the fact that you guys take the time and data and actually energy and concentration to come and watch this live broadcast, and I hope it's worth your time. Now, of course you can ask whichever question, but we were still talking, I think, about what was that topic I did finish the day I was dozing while I might have to do that tomorrow. The reason why I'm on this broadcast freestyle is because I was still helping the other person conclude with their car when I got this message, and then I just came on live because, well, I enjoy being here. This is a place where I feel okay. I enjoy talking to people, and you guys interact, give me a very good interaction. But anyway, you can ask me whichever question you have in mind, and then I'll answer. If you have not followed me on TikTok, I'm on TikTok, and TikTok is booming. You go to my TikTok channel and follow me. It's still For the Love of Cars Uganda. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that whenever I'm live or whenever I upload a video, you actually get it. I'm going to try and get at least one picture for the double cabin we have. Community tabs. It was solid, my God. I'm one person that never really liked double cabins, but with this double cabin, double cabin is Kubaza Bay, Moroka double cabin is a bay. You can imagine we bought a 1997 model at 50 million. You see 50 million is okay. We have seen others that were priced 50, 53, 60 million, but they were not as good as this one. So yesterday we went to Bonds. We saw double cabins in Bonds, and people, I saw it's going to be back to what I tell you. Cars in Bonds, if it's a very good car in the Bond, it will be overpriced. Most cars in the bonds that are in your budget normally are not that good. Yes, there is a bond we went, the owner of that bond has about 6 to 8 double cabins in one place. Azinanga atezo nan simbi nnyo, but still edanga tezita ngate they were really overpriced. And of course, one thing I've learned, if you're buying a double cabin, if you're going to buy a double cabin, just make sure you buy the right double cabin, because not all double cabins are equal. Not all double cabins are equal. Cabin ngoyagala yakurusana for hard labor, not hard work, because almost all double cabins can do hard work, but not all double cabins can do hard labor. So if you're looking for a double cabin to do hard labor, you will definitely want to buy the 1990 versions, 1996, 1997, 1998, which tegera those ones that have hard bodies. When I was yingire kubo vamozanyo yo baba no bayigira we motoka. You want to buy those cars that that can do the hard labor, which tegera. So with our budget, we could have easily gotten a new model, but that model would not do the kind of work that this gentleman wants to use the double cabin for. So that's how we ended up. That's how we ended up buying the 1997 model, but still was intact. I'm going to try and trace for a picture. And of course, when you're buying double cabin, sometimes you should not really focus on the number plate, because you're going to find someone selling to you a UBM at the same price as a UBB, because there was a UBM that was being sold to us cheaper than the UBB that we have bought. And with a look at the pictures, I didn't even share it with the person that has bought. Even just looking at the pictures, you would see that that car was not good. Then before we went to actually pay for the UBB, before I did my bullion van driving, we looked at a UBD in Uganda. It had a lot of damages. And we basically saw more than 10 double cabins between yesterday and today. And I'm happy. The person that has purchased the car is also happy. I was only sad that he was almost giving up, deciding to not buy a car. And normally a good car will be one every month, especially when you're looking for looking for rare cars like the double cabins and all. A good car will be one in like a month, and that's something I've realized with the period I've helped people buy cars. I've realized that you can be looking for a wish, and you're looking for a very good wish. It's not like most of you guys, when you're trying to buy cars, you're looking for number plates. Jakala UBD, Jakala Mwakaguno. Forget about looking at, okay? Now, I've realized that when someone is actually looking for a good car will be one in Kampala. A good car, it will be one in Kampala. Like, for example, when we're looking for the RAV4, everyone kept taking us back to the one RAV4 that we saw first. The very good RAV4, the one we ended up buying. Everyone kept pushing us back to the same car. So if you skip that car and not buy it, and someone else buys it before you come back, you'll come back and you'll not see a car as good as that one again. So that's one thing I've realized about us. Just like this double cabin, we saw so many options, but no double cabin was as good as this one. You get? So I find that when you're going to buy a car, you need to be very decisive. Of course, you need to have a very good team behind you that will do the inspection for you. You have a very good team that will enable you to get a good car. But the more you find a good car, you can look at other options, 2 or 3 options, but then you need to be very decisive. Because one thing you need to understand is that you're not looking for a car alone. There are people still looking for the same version of car, and probably they have not seen that car yet. Katsenga kakutanda, and you don't buy that car, and the other people come to find it before you are able to find it. Nebaji gurako, you may regret not buying it. And we are basically talking about the same thing when never dem vuga bullion van ngatunga mu banka. Zemba dem vuga 7 million atano. Muluka nge million 5. Mwe mudao. Hey. Nete muzimba mutima. Temuzimba mutima. Kuze million aga. Awa unganze nzikute ngababi batusarako. Oronze ngendo kubera Jason Statham nyukube yutan. Numbe. Osagera ane mvuga bullion van nze gomra nze mvuga most wanted. But anyway, analysis mukugule moroka jendabye emoroka ennungi. There are not so many good cars on the market. Whichever car, even when you're looking for a Vitz, even when you're looking for a Chibina, there is always one very good car in the market. And it's that most brokers have not seen it, and that's why you probably find that. But you realize that if brokers knew where that car is, it would be taken already. Most of those cars that you find in bonds and they are at a very good price, but nobody is actually buying them. It means that they are not as good as you think they are. That's why normally when people come to me to help them with purchase inspection, yes, we look at the bond cars, but I get out immediately of the bond and we start looking for people that have their own cars. Is the motor zitera okubeera ennungi, zitera okubeera ennungi ez'abantu sekinoomu. Okitegeera, like if you're buying my Corolla from me, like teri muntu akwata mafuta n'ateeka full tank mu motoka mbi the way I'm doing. Okitegeera, abantu abalina motoka envundu tamanyi ddirwa ndweneefa so katagiteeka. Okitegeera. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well and your evening is good. Today is Saturday, but it doesn't matter whether it's a weekend or don't do what I wouldn't do. Don't do what you wouldn't want your kids to do. If you're going to lay someone that you don't know, buy a CD, you'll be safe. Doing well. This is Bombo Road for those guys that don't know. This is the Guru Highway. Yeah. Kawanda. Yeah, this is Kawanda. This is Kawanda. Yeah. The sky, it's only that the sky is not as blue as it should be. It's like we are in a horror movie and I'm one of the survivors. And all those guys on borders are aliens. And the survivor. But I hope you're doing well. Don't forget, I do pre-purchase inspection. And you want to make sure you get a very good car. You want to make sure you buy at a very good price. You want to make sure that you don't get cheated. You don't buy a car that is stolen. Then you need me. I charge only 400k, and at that amount I come together with a mechanic to check the mechanical condition. And trust me, all the guys we have helped buy cars, even when they came with their other mechanics, we always had done the inspection and we ended up with the same car. Like the double cabin we bought, even when other 3 mechanics came, they ended up with the same car that we had decided that this person buys. Which take it, our inspection, you cannot dispute it. Which take it, Arthur is building a brand which is based around trust, a brand which is based around reliability, a brand that is around responsiveness. Just know that Arthur will always put you ahead when you come to buy a car with him. I always try to make sure that you buy a car at price, wholesale price. Cut the double cabin we have bought at 50 million, at 60 million. It can be sold at 60 million. Looking at the cars that are in the market, that double cabin, someone can buy it at 60 million if they have seen all the other double cabins that we have seen, and they come to this one and tell them Jagara million kaga mutano, they will definitely buy it at 60 because it's intact. It's intact. I'm going to try and switch talk him now to Labe. Of course, I don't, like I normally share pictures. I don't share number plates. I don't share number plates. I don't know if you guys see that lorry in front of us. That lorry is crooked ya chama mu. Ojiraba ebajikuza raisi. Lorowozo chukubye nengo okuze moroke ya chama. That's something that you should probably try as much as possible to avoid doing when you're buying a car. Inspection is very important, by the way. You see how we try to how much work we put in when you are buying land. That's how much work you should put in when you're buying a car. You see that Vitz in front of us? If it's in good condition, interior wise, engine, gearbox, of course the body doesn't look too sweet, but that Vitz, if it's in very good condition, you'll buy it a minimum of 9 million. That Vitz there, a minimum of 9 million. kati you can find it nga it's not very sweet nga bagiguza million musanvu munana, but just know majority of those Vits that have, especially the ones that have a 1.0 cc 1.0 liter over 1000 cc engine, and majority of the Vits that look like that have that one, the engine will be blown. Hello, Arthur, was it a Toyota Hilux? Yes, it was a Toyota Hilux, 1997 model. Yesterday I experienced something. It's not good to tell people what you're going to do. I told someone how I want $1,000. There was negative like nothing. He ended up telling me to go with the Mark X. Even the Mark X Almin is not bad. Even the Mark X is not bad, but the maintenance will be double. The fuel consumption will be almost double. Hey, first talk about Noah recondition because I want it. How good is it? Which Noah? He said, Eyo, Yabakade Ate Efachi. You can buy Mark X at 13. And by the way, Salmin, a Mark X at 13 will not be sweet. That's one thing I can tell you. A moto kazali nyakato yebe jayogerako ye yedda. Nga you can buy a Mark X UBB at 14. Kate sawe no BB ya 14 ebedi mune echiko. So Salmin baveka abo toba uliriza. Bananga omuntu atunageza kugula moroka weeks zine zitambudde omuntu asobola okugula 13 ebanfu that wish in front of his hours oba who is driving it nayenga juice kati omanyi every time I help someone buy a car I want to top up my fuel there and then is a business eyo zivemu nsigazenga amafuta gange ngendo ovuga gange overpriced versus variable. Okay, what are some of the weaknesses of a Toyota Vitz and its strength? Noah old model. First of all, Harris, the Vitz is a strong car if you buy the right Vitz. If Baba lete chuma, if you buy the right Vitz, you'll have no trouble. Kanzize wa mafuta gange aga business eno galeme yingira mu business ndala. Just buy the right Vitz for the right kind of work. If you want a Vitz that is a hardcore Vitz, you need to buy a Vitz that is a 1.3 cc, the RS, the Vita RS, or buy if you can buy the UK version, which is the Clavier 1.3. Na ere rose tutule kumpi mu full tank ogenda tekamu katono yinzo gena mu emitwalo ndozanga oba musanvu oba mukaaga awo wamala nyongereko maaso nete gagenda mu manji leero kati nakavuga kilometer 197 kilometers. Let me see how much it has consumed, and it has been hardcore but dangerous tambuza nnyo. So the Vitz first of all doesn't consume that much fuel, but I've realized that my Corolla is better than the Vitz. It gives better performance nayenga ate eri mu full tanka kwatira bweru. So the Vitz is one of those very nice cars. Just make sure you buy the right Vitz. Vitz 1.1 liter is for people that drive simple. You just drive your family, you go to work, you go to church. Don't overload it. Otherwise, if you overload the Vitz 1.1 liter, the engine will blow very soon. Besides, the engine blows whether you overload it or not. It's hardcore conditions that we use these cars in. But it's a very nice car. The newer old model is a very good car. The only problem I've seen with those newers is the braking system. It brakes a new way old models. You don't get amateur drivers to time the brakes. You need to get someone that is experienced with cars. And also the fuel consumption is not very friendly. No way. But other than that, the newer is a very good car. You can buy it. Ku million bino betwagulanga million 11 zanikira million 15. I told him that Mark X he's talking about is 2.5 liters. Namugamba nze sinonya masape nonya something in Pakas. Yakwesonyiwe Salmin ajja kutomeza Mark X yeetaaga okugula oli mu bedebede enywamu nange ki Mark X nkyagala naye baaba kiraga kimoloka kyakubiri kakulwa kanga weekali wano ki Mark X nga kivuga genda ku church na ku mikolo kulya swaga. Then how much is your Corolla? Corolla yange sigitunda mu Jesu nywe. Kulango oneshede milioni 15 wa. Ine moroka ridaye bobwete ojejjako. But you can get a Corolla like mine at around 10, 11, 12. In the same condition, by the way. Ipsam is a very good car. Full tank of 1.86 kg. Enzo twala lita ngama 15 kunkaga. Lita 15 kunkaga. Mine takes about 50 liters. Kino nakateka mu lita 13. Ipsam is a very good car. Actually, Ipsam omuntu atalina bulungi sente yemmoloka nze gye nkugamba gy'oba ogula. Omuntu nga sente zo zakwetetenkanya ogula Ipsam ne weeyagala okifuna milioni 6, milioni 7, 7 million, 6 million, you can get a good Ipsam. Of course it will have stuff to repair, but if you buy Ipsam beyond 8 million, you're spoiling money. Beyond 8 million, just make 12 million and buy something. Probably you can buy a Spacio old model at around 10, 11. You get it? So why buy Ipsam beyond 8 million? Ejjudde lita 15 mpaka receipt baba. Msambu kanana bitano. Yeah, so Ipsam, the Ipsam omuntu alina sente nga anoonya moroka. Ipsam is normally the car that we tell you guys to buy. Why? It's one car that is reliable at a very small price. Osasula sente ntono nnyo. Osasula ogigula sente ntono nnyo ate n'ekuwa reliability emmoroka endala gyetayinza kuwa. Okitegeera. Full tank 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kamala okusasula omusajja w'amafuta tunyumye bulungi. Sokoleka endabe? Nze nkubanja kanana kati nkubanja yebbiri. Kati Wilbur, thank you for recommending. Amafuta ga muzeeyi genvuze nga nnoonya emmotoka ze. Nakati 190. Bwetuguze emmotoka mulowooza abantu tebagenze ne plane zange. Bwetuguze emmotoka abantu bagenze ne plane zange. Bala mileage bannange munansonyiwa. You know normally when you refuel, you need to calculate just to make sure that your car is doing the right things. And this is something that you should all learn. If you have a car and you drive it alone, one of the things you should try as much as possible to monitor is the fuel consumption. You want to make sure that your car consumes fuel up to standard. Every time I refuel, I calculate and make sure that the numbers add up. And whenever the numbers don't add up, I find what's wrong with my car. For example, there was a time when my car used to consume 10 kilometers per liter. I soon found out that the problem was actually the air cleaner. When I changed the air cleaner, the mileage went back to the right mileage. Sometimes it's the plug, sometimes it's even the tire pressure. So you just have to find out what's wrong with your car. Ipsam Picnic, leave Ipsam Picnic alone. Buy other cars, but leave Ipsam Picnic has the 2.4cc engine, the one in Kaundo. So you you be driving Ipsum, everyone says Ipsum, nainga kuvuka Kawungu. Doesn't make sense, leave it alone. Kalengira abana ba boda. Kati webafa. That's why I fear borders. How much is Mark 2 grand in UB series? You should count around 14, 15 million. A good one. I'm estimating, of course. Bashir tewali buzibu nebo bozereti chora bakoche chicho. What about maintenance of Corolla and Vitz? The difference, they are the same. You can even find that the Vitz is more expensive than my Corolla. My Corolla shares spares with the Primo new model. It shares spares with the Wish. It shares spares with the Alex. You get it? It shares spares with the Fielder. So you can see that the spare is much more. But the Vitz doesn't share. It shares spares with another Vitz. So the spares might actually be more expensive than the spares for my Corolla. Because the shocks that I put in my car are the same shocks that go in the Primo. The steering rack I have goes to the Alex, goes to the Wish, goes to the Fielder. You get it? The suspension system in the Alex comes to my car, goes to the Fielder, goes to the Auris, goes to so many cars. So my car might actually be cheaper to maintain than the Vitz. Are there any Subaru vehicles with low fuel consumption like that? Yeah, you buy the Subaru Impreza. Yeah, the Impreza. The Imprezas are 1.5cc, so they are basically very good consumption. How much do you use on your fuel per month? And old cars are definitely less fuel efficient, but even maintenance matters. Even maintenance matters. For me personally, a full tank can take me for 2 weeks. So I use about 550, something like that a month. Get. Sometimes it goes higher depending on what I do, because sometimes I have a lot of movement and you end up using a full tank for a week. But it depends on which journeys. But if I'm just home to work, the full tank can take me for 2 weeks. But I live very far, by the way. Don't think I live in Bokoto and work in town. I live 35 kilometers from town. That's why if someone wants to buy my Corolla, they have to give me 15 million. Even this Corolla, leave it alone. But all in all, apart from 400k, is there any other charges? No. Of course, when you come to buy a car, you have to prepare 200,000 for the transfer. You have to pay for transfer of the car to your names. For me, you only pay 400,000 and you're guaranteed to get a good car. Just have the right budget. You don't come with the budget of the Vitz and you want a Harrier Kawundo, and then you say me, I gave you my 400k. You select a Kawundo at 400k. And also one thing you need to know, that I will not allow you to buy a bad car. That's one thing I will not allow you to do. And also you need to know that your money covers maximum 2 days. Maximum. If you fail to get a car in 2 days, sometimes people don't get cars because they don't know what they want. Sometimes people don't get cars because they don't have the right money. You get it? So as long as we understand each other, because me, I make sure I make, some people give us headaches. They want to get a car of 20 million at 10. That person will simply be giving you headaches. And me, I don't want headaches. So normally I tell you, way back. My Corolla is a 2001 model. 2001 Corolla. These ones that the police used to drive to chase a rabbit. After an engine of 1.3 go to Mbara repeatedly. You guy, Gaitano. In a Morocco and Katembara, what kilometer maker? 6 kilometer Angabina. 6 kilometer Angabina. I drive 800 kilometers in 10 days with my Corolla. But I used to drive a 1.3cc Vitz, and I went to Kabare, came back, went to Kabare, came back. In 1 month, I went 2 times. And I wasn't just doing Kabare, Kampala. I was doing field work. I would go to Kabare, then go to different places, then come back to Kampala. So, it was a 1.3. Caldina and Corona, which is better. Caldina is estate. Corolla is not estate. So that comparison might not be fair for you. If you're looking for estate, buy a Caldina. If you're looking for saloon, buy the Corona. The Corona is the one we call the Chilina. But where is my bag? Oh, it's here. So you guys, I'm going to the shop. Apparently I'm going to carry you because my time is not yet over and I know you guys still have questions to ask me. Mama Aban sent me for things, so I have to buy them, but I don't want to leave you guys because even I'm enjoying. And if you want to know the prices of things at the shop, you can also ask me. You can also ask me the prices and I tell you, I ask for you. Because with my kind of mathematics, ngula kuduka lya wholesale, sigula kubya ku maduka ga retail. Maduka ga retail babbi. Bongira munyo. Sija gamba nti babbi. Si babbi. Because nani nabye nkola ne nyongeramu. Anyway, let me mute a little. Ask questions. Yeah, so I got a car, but still pending transfers, still in green logbook. How can I reach you so that you can help? The green logbook, you WhatsApp me. My number is in the description. You WhatsApp me, I give you a number of someone that can help you. But it's going to cost you a minimum of 600,000 because that green logbook might end up being a court process. Court process. You go get a court order, then advertise in the. It's a process that will take you about a month and it will cost you 600k. Wish versus Ipsum, you're comparing two things that should not be compared. There are two cars that literally give you the same thing but very different prices that should not be compared. Lwachi nti Wish enungi etandikira $15,000, Ipsum ogifuna nga mpya ku $1,900,000 nga mpya inakuba mpya. Omaze mekao yeah, so bambuza sami ndi kuduka banange yesije ndi ina wale duka linde muri ya baswahaba basubiri abantu Wish and Ipsum, those cars boxi ya Macron yago ya meka amaton amanene ya meka jiba debidi satu kai 9 years we ani sami ombuze ekintu edduka lyendiko lya swahaba atenga nange nze Murshid. By the way, I had a Muslim friend that gave me a Muslim name nampa erinnya lya Murshid kati nange era kumpi mba muyisiramu. Kale kati tukomyewo full swing for the love of cars. Can I use Corolla that yes, my Corolla will definitely do Uber very well. It will do Uber ata babuvuga. I've seen so many guys doing Uber using the car. I've seen so many people using the Corolla in my model to do Uber. It's a very good car, very reliable, very fuel friendly. Zakati yange koraka SC ne Corolla eno banange. And by the way, I've driven cars. I drove a Vitz 1.3. It was a 2001 model still. I bought it 10 million, but I did not enjoy that car the way I've enjoyed this Corolla. The kind of work this car does, Sagara jogera nako. But I hope you guys are doing well. I thought the Impreza was a performance car that is built for speed because it does 10 kilometers per liter compared to about 16. No. Impreza Impreza eri 1.6 enywa bweti ebanfu because what is the legacy? The legacies might be a little performance okitegeera, but the Subaru Impreza okitegeera ka Impreza, it's the Subaru that I reviewed in one of my videos here. That Impreza is not a performance car. That Impreza is an economic car because it is 1.6. It is 1.6 liter. If it's consuming a lot of your fuel, it has a problem. Tenza kubange enywa mafuta 1.6 liter should definitely be consuming very little fuel. Okitegeera, it should be consuming very little fuel. It should be consuming like my car. But you know what happens with Subarus? Just like all the other cars that are not Toyota, people fail to maintain them the right way, and those cars start misbehaving. So if your Subaru Impreza is consuming fuel, I'm assuming that that's what happened to it. Omulengero omwana wa baasi, omulengero laba bwe baleeta obwenje, omulabye ayisiza ku lusozi ng'ekimoloka kyakimanyi kiyinza n'okulemerwa. So I was still talking about the Wish and Ipsam. Ipsam is a budget car. Ipsam is one of those cars right now that you can buy at 6 million and just drive away to Mbarara. Ng'ogikuze milioni mukaaga. Teri motoka ndala ng'ogyeko kibina, kaldina, 10 gy'osobola kugula sente ezo. Ne bw'eba starlet milioni mukaaga. Ne starlet zikyalabika n'olabika. The Ipsam, I think, is one car that you can buy at 6 million and go to Kabale and come back. But most of those other cars, maybe Chivina, even Chivina, you can buy at 6 million and just go. But all these other cars, Simanya Subaru Forester, Simanya Bichi Kumi, those cars, maybe even the Primo at 6 million, you can't just drive. The Primo that you can just drive would be at 7 and 8 million. The Primo old model. But the Ipsam is like the best budget car right now in the market because it will even do business for you. Talk about Toyota Rumion. Toyota Rumion is one of those overpriced cars where nobody even knows the problems that car is going to have because it's still new on the market. You get it? So those cars have not yet gotten problems. You need to understand that the Rumion is also a Corolla, and Corollas are very reliable cars. All Corollas almost share the same engine. That car in front of us is a Spacio Corolla. Shares the same engine with my car. It's a Corolla. The Primos are Corollas. That's why the engines are literally exchanged. The Rawum is a Corolla. You get the Rumion is a Corolla. The Paso Sete omulaba waharia. Ayisiza watalina kuyisiza. Antumwe. Jagala nnyo muyige mmoroka. A want to what is solid line. You see that solid line? You should not overtake from a place where there is a solid line. That is a solid line. But people are busy overtaking. Solid line, it's Mamulo wasn't the engineers that created this road. The middle line is solid. It's literally telling you don't overtake. But guys are overtaking. Kabafe. Which the gate. Kati omuntu bwatonga atomera kibbaasi nga bagamba ababbaasi bavuga bubi naye nga ayisiriza watalina kuyisiza okitegeera. So I was still telling you most of these cars that are very reliable, they are all Corollas. That's why globally a Corolla is the most reliable car. You'll find that they share the same engine, same gearbox. Literally the system is the same. You get it? So Rumion is a Corolla, so it's reliable, and that's why it probably hasn't died. The one different thing that I'll tell you about the Rumion is that it has a CVT gearbox. If you find a 1.8cc Rumion, it has the same engine like the Primo new model. It will be reliable, so it doesn't die. We haven't seen the problems that it has. Like you see the Raktis. I don't know if the Raktis is driven by people that are just learning how to drive cars. People complain about the blind spots. That the Raktis has a lot of blind spots, which I have not justified yet. nze navuga Mark 2 musote mpanvu bweti naye nga sitomera sakulubula yadde owa boda yadde ki kitegeera kirabika kiva ku bumanyi omulaba oyo avuga ki. You mean Uber doesn't consider the car model year? They do. But 2001 passes. 2001 is a good car as long as it's in good condition. The 1990 something models ebagoba kati ba considering ekiga tebalina na business aba Uber. Waliwo abadambuza wana ekibuuzo kyendabanga between Corolla Ipsam and Chibina, which one is most reliable? They are all reliable. The price is the difference. Chibina and Ipsam you can get in the same price range. My Corolla eyange enkadde njitunda 15 sagana ne 15 olina okwogera nange obulungi. You can imagine in a Morocco mvuga buvuzi ne parking okencha nenkuba ekisumuzo nenvuga nengenda olina okwogera nange obulungi okuwa Morocco yange milioni 15 because kati milioni 15 kati ze bwenkwata milioni 15 basi kyagula Morocco nkadde era bwe nonyeza bwensija milioni endala nga 10 nengatako nengenda mu phone okitegeera kati milioni 10 basi nawe ngenda kuzijoba ogenda kummenya bumnya okitegeera. Corolla erabika muyini Corolla yange ya muyini era bwenzibala wano zigia kirekeno kireka sagala ajogerako bannange kivula njagala milioni 15 ate oyogera bwoleta milioni zo 15 tojanga mugagga. You come to buy my Corolla and you have your 15 million. Don't talk to me like you are rich. Talk to me like you're talking to a person that has his thing and is helping you to sell it to you. Corolla temujogera nako mujireke eyiri ba boda to boda ate enywa bulungi kati ng'oveeri ng'ogira ndyeko leta na 2 ndye ku sente zange kati kandi ku sente zange ate one of my sausages that you meat, that's what we call they have a starchy feel kakati wano wentuse Airtel network is bad. I have to put my MiFi to get MTN network. Let me read these comments. How much can I buy a Karibu? That's one car that I don't recommend you buy right now. Okuja kongwa ine ensonga egiguza. But that Karibu ejja kukwata gye bujja. Ejja kukwata ononye because okunyanga tosubira ku upgrading obanga ogenda givuga abaana bo baginyumirwe. But if you're a young person and very soon you hope to upgrade your car until you're not going to be driving that single car forever, I would definitely recommend that you don't buy a Karibu. You can buy other cars because they're going to tell you, someone that has a Karibu will tell you to buy that Karibu at 6 million, 7 million. But at that money, Zimbabwe, you're dropping money. That's one car that is not going to gain any value from now. Tiri agenda ginonya. Okitegeera. I saw Emma doing Uber in Hammer. Obachiko. Emma muleke. Emma betabirimu. Because Ipsam Ipsam is normal engine. EFI. Ipsam is normal engine. Let me first read these comments. Ngasine yongerayo. Chibina I want ngeri ku UATZ. Eyo jajje funa milioni nga 7. Na yenga yimiridde milioni 7 ku 8. Ejja kuba yimide nga ne esse ekola. Chibina UAT Wajifuna, what engine type does the Corolla use? My Corolla has a 1NZ engine, the same engine that is in the Spacio, the same engine in some primo new models, the same engine in the Alex, the same engine in which cars? Raum new model. Corolla chipise nyo anda chavya. Corolla jirekete inzaina na je yabika jire. No. Mama nyabo. But for Chapa it will go for 9 million and above kusinzira ku kifo. abubogera ku ttaka. Is there 1.8 cc Ipsam? No, they are all 2.0 liter. Salmina Mokeba in Kabaka land within Luwero. Uncle Arthur Chibina U18 ntegeka mmeka nesonywe Chibina gitegekere number yo gitegekere milioni 8 gitegekere milioni 8 kale naye jja kuba eyimiridde Chibina ye milioni 8. It takes time to find it, but when you find it, it will be intact. It will be intact. Actually, Chibina is starting even UAQ. Actually, even UAM, most of them will be intact. Because Chibinas are driven by old men most of the time. They know. The old men know what is good with the Chibinas. So you will find that it's intact. Salmina, naye okugula Chibina gulamu naye ku brandi yaffe. Brandi yaffe VVTI. Your Corolla are still there in mandatory. Yes, they are there, but they are rare. Harris, don't compare Vitizzi to Corolla. The Corolla I'm driving, the comfort in this car is the comfort in the premium model. Of course, the premium model is newer and bigger. It has better seats, but we sit on the same suspension. So Mulaba green, this is why we call this the Pearl of Africa. It has a lot of green. So today, for you guys that missed the part where I was talking about the car we just bought today, I helped someone buy a Hilux double cabin at 50 million. My car was the bullion van. I drove that money from the bank. The transporter Arthur. You know, if you have huge sums of money that you're driving, you have just sold your grandfather's land, 150 million, you just hire my Corolla. Educating is a cent and a stamp as a cent. Grand is seeing a Chibina. Grand is seeing a Chibina. Of course, the Grand is 2000 cc. But the concept of 2000 cc becomes negligible when you think about the comfort and the value it retains. Chibina retaining a value nga Grand. How many people have you seen that are looking for Corona Chibina? Very few. And most of the time the people looking for the Corona are those ones that have very small budgets, 4 million, 5 million. So buying it at 8 million, you saw your father driving it and you decide that this is what I want to buy. This is what I like it because it's kind of forest. It's really green and cold. Myaka gya mmotoka tekirina buzibu. Mmotoka etambudde ebbanga ddene eno. You guys, do you see the green? It's really nice, right? Bino mu kyalo gye tubeera, bino bye tubeeramu. We enjoy our green. Geography oba Canadian prairies oba byebi obuti bwe bagamba bwe bakola mu kando obulabye. We have all those things here, and this is the place I like. It's really dark and kati na mayumba agali eno gakasangwawo okusinga mpozi n'abaana abagabanya ebyabazeeyi byabwe. Arthur, do you recommend someone who is looking for Chibina at 6 million, 2 and up to 8 and get a Corolla? The Corolla, you may not get it at 8. That's a fact. You may not get a Corolla at 8 million. You may not get a Corolla at 8 million. The Corolla, you'll get minimum 10 million. Arthur, can I get a Canter at minimum? Yeah, you can get a Canter. Ateja kuba nungi, zo sente zo nungi nnyo. Right now, with the current car prices, you cannot get it at UB series, but you can get it in US series, but very healthy, very nice. So Arthur, do you recommend someone who is looking for Chibina at 6 million to top up? Yeah, that's what you meant. Corolla at 8 million is not there. Corolla at 8 million is not there. Ni asoberawa. I'm lost. Is it 1NZ VVTI? Yes, 1NZ is VVTI. Bashiri nzembera wange eno mukyalo kyokula bankugambi kanu kakolola kange okakuguza ku liability gye kayina eno gye nzija buli lunaku ate envayo bachane enzira y'obulirwe mukyalo eno beera wala ekibuga kyagaana netusalawo okubeera eno mukyalo. But you see why they call this country the Pearl of Africa? Ekibuga kyagaana netujja eno labono bayazimba kimukama yamanyi nja balambuza Uganda kati waliwo agone ato babeera kulu nate siri wala nnyo, only 35 kilometers from Kampala. Eno gye tusobola olengera akaserengeto kati n'abatabani bange bagenda kujanga bavuga eggaali agale go for Chibina oba mpozi 1.8 cc. Good evening firstborn, I hope you're doing well. Buli wenkwatamu wano nga mumanya nsoma comments. Welcome to the guys that have just come on board for the love of cars. Tomorrow katuzaga netuzagaza kajanja. Tomorrow kajibwetu wache twagala nga naffe tujagala. This is another spot that I like about this road. You know this spot, it's really nice. It's dark and cold and really nice. Kagala nyolengere emiti. Lovely. Very lovely. Ekubo ya febali enkubo yonoonye. This road used to be very smooth. Kati liyinza okulowozesa abantu nti emmoloka yange ekadde naye nga kkubo lyebbi. Kkubo lye lyonoonese nekkubo lyabanga smooth nnyo. Kati abeebuuza gye mbeera eno mu kyalo. Edda twajjanga okuziikayo abantu nga ng'eno wala naye kati gye tubeera baaba. Ata kati ovuga which gear? It depends. Kati nzize njiwadde 2 nenjiwa 3. Kati ema gwali agamba nti gear eno tezigwayo. Ndi ku lusozi naawe olulaba naye njiwadde 3. Njiwadde 3 mu bulingiri wali wano wali wonna. Ate ema by the way mu kyalo ndabengera bizimba abantu bye batandise okuzimba eno mu kyalo. Wakati gana amaduuka ne agenda ogapangisa. This is Camp David. Oba yali eyajje nogundi yafa kasi yeggwanga obalaba naye kazimbye loogi ate gatugambe ki siraba kintu kirala kyayinza kuzimba wano kuba amaduuka bagenda okugapangisa tuka kuba azimbye loogi. Arthur, thanks for the show. Closely following, you stay in a cool place. Can medical business work there? Medical business in Yafo in Ajibaranga a long term because it's going to be a very populated area. People are building this way, by the way, but they are coming slowly. For example, in the area where I live, there are about 1,500 plots. That's about minimum. If people bought two plots, that's a minimum of about 800 families living in that area. 800 families. You don't need to sell to 800 families to have a business that is surviving. You need about 100 families to support your business and you'll be good. Which take So, but medical, we already have a clinic that is, it's only one clinic by the way, but they are very good and they make money. They make money. But the medical business can survive. But where would the medical business not survive? You guys just eat money. You guys in the medical field, we have to support you. Tulwala. Ate ne bwatu nalwala obojja kulwala. Ate kati fa balina abaana balwala buli lunaku. Sorry, last time I forgot to thank you about my request regarding the Harrier and Surf. It was a great experience of advice, and now I want to take that. Amina. Chama manange sisobola chigula. We'll at least go for a visitor over Corolla. Arthur and Salmin nze nja kusooka kufuna money. Then nsalewo naye remember Arthur tawagira muntu we kugula kibina. Said yeah, motoka nkadde nnyo naye you make me excited with your Corolla, and you're gonna divert me from Grand to Corolla because I love manual cars. Now let me tell you one thing about the Mark II Grand that people don't know. Omuntu akugamba nti Mark II Grand has low resale value. There is no car that has low resale value, and there is no car that has high resale value. Let me just give you the example of the Hilux double cabin we have just bought. We have bought the Hilux double cabin at 50 million. But you know why we bought the Hilux? The Hilux we bought at 50 million. It's because this person really needed the money. The Hilux we bought at 50 million can be bought at 60 million when you find someone that is looking for it. I'll give you another example. Me, I bought my car 5.5. Ginoni. You look for a Corolla like mine at 5.5. But what did actually the reason why people keep saying low resale value is because I've told you this, majority of the time when they are in need. That's why I keep telling you guys, don't buy a car and buy a car with all the money you have. Buy a car and keep money on your account so that when it's time for you to sell, you're not selling because you really need money. When you sell a car, you're going to sell it cheaply, and then you'll start saying a motor car, they now resell value. There are cars we have bought cheaply, but it wasn't because it doesn't have resale value. I'll give you an example. We bought a RAV4 2 weeks ago, but that RAV4, a trader was buying the RAV4 from us in the garage at 15. We bought it 14.5. For him, he knew he would sell it 17. You know why he knew he would sell it 17? Because of good condition. But for us, the person we bought the RAV4 15.5, he was comfortable. You get it? The Hilux we bought today 50 million. The person sold to us not so comfortably, but well, the money was there. And how many times do you find people that have 50 million in cash? Very rare. So that's the one thing that we used to buy that car. But that car is worth 60 million, the one we bought today. Whenever someone tells you that the Grand has low resale value, ask him when the last time it is that he drove it. Ask him when he sold it, why he sold it. Most people sell their cars in a hurry. Atundanga papa because either money renda amutwala. Tosobola kutunda motoka ng'ogitunda ku pressure n'ogitunda bei yayo ntuufu. Okitegera. So that's why I normally tell you guys, tobeera na million 2 n'ogula motoka million 19. Bobeera na million 2, gule motoka million 10 weeyagale. Okitegeera. Negwe olina million 2 ate n'ogula motoka million 19. N'ogwa sente ne zikugwako totally. Kitegeeza bw'onootuuka okutunda. Kubanga ojja kuba tolinamu yadde 10. Ojja kupapala kyo bala ate yavugira motoka million 5. So agipapaliramu naye ate ne bompa 10 sigikuwa kati. Okitegeera? Because I know the value of this car now. Of course najigula 5 like 2 years ago naye kati ne bompa 10 sikola ki. Sikuwa. Bojane million 15 nzibu za kugaana. I'm only giving you that because nzibu ate nawe ino kwogera nange bulungi. Ngamze ataka million 15 kiriza mpaka motoka kali genda weeyagale kole megamba nti twagaliza. The automatic of Corolla and manual, which consumes more? Definitely manual cars save fuel. Oyina wokuba endobo mu automatic takuba wondo. Okitegeera. Then ne gear gwagitegeera kati wano ndi mu number 2. Teri motoka ya automatic ekuwa number 2 kana akasozi. wano oba mu nnamba emu okitegera ate bwe nva eri wansinze bwe mba ninnyaka n'akasozi nga nsinzidde bulungi wano mba mu nnamba 3 teri moroka ya automatic ekuwa nnamba 3 actually kandaba oba nnamba 3 kweno speed kwegi malawo ndi mu nnamba 3 there is no automatic car that will be a number 3 here okitegera but me now I'm in number 3 that's where manual cars beat automatics nziza yoko mu namba 2 kati omuntu atavuganga ku manual takumanya experience eri wabanda ngo omebuli wanongo kuge moroka ya manual Corolla NZ is bulletproof on reliability kana kamoroka kalekewa ma innocent ko bitegeera yeah kati by you people imagine from the time I started doing the live broadcast how many kilometers have we driven okitegera I drove the same distance in the morning and I've driven about 80 kilometers during the day trying to find to help the other person decide on the which double cabin to buy okitegera nendo za mulaba n'enguudo zenvugira mbuli lunaku zino enguudo nzivuga 35 kilometers to town 35 kilometers back home zino enguudo zempitamu obwo obusozi bwempita naye kana kakola kabanaye mukama katonda leave my Corolla alone kansome ku comment the automatic Corolla the manual one consumes better wenjagaira Uncle Arthur akubulira nawe n'okifuna bulungi Arthur minimum for Mark 2 grand with good engine you can find a Mark 2 grand at 9 million naye utolina kwelonda namba model there is a 2002 model the 2004 model was one before they brought the Mark X now that one will be high even on an old number yeah it's a 2004 model but the 2002 model will be a little cheaper. If you want to know the difference of those models, I did a video on the Mark 2 Grand some time back. Which tegera mweri omwo mu videos zange Salmin here gira ngaji none. Nabagambe ne waffe tebasinikira yo manyo. Mulabe moroka eziriyo tuyise ku Probox eno Primo. Ze moroka eziri eno tebaleeta yo malala mbovuga hari ya kawundo. Weitani. Kuwe waffe era sikumpi. Okitegera ne bwoba mu bedo otya era ogenda okubalabalamu amafuta gekunywa ngaavuze primasi nga emoroka endala yiye jja moroka ki mugenda emoroka eziri ewaffe kabeere mu beda atya eyo nayo Primo noza mutegedde ne waffe toleetayo malala ate neyerudde ku bbala UAR kumpi twenkaniye emyaka I think akamoroka akaja 0 mileage. I think the other reason why this car is too good, the people that bought it at 0 mileage. Abasinga abavuga moroka za bond. Ogendo redo jivuga ngeke mitwalo 12. Okireka tojasanga nze ninga wakusatu oninga Corolla eno. Neye ndala hiyo Primo. Doza muna ye moroka eziri eno. Sisa amalala nga ne yo Primo je tutunuddemu. Si ya muzannyo eyo Primo manyi yababede erabika eringa 210 si ya muzannyo kati oyo asobola okugula ne hariya kawundo naye amanyi ennaku ye amanyi gy'abeera tebaleetayo malala. Which other business do you recommend someone with Corolla to do? Your normal business, just do your job. Corolla temenya. Arthur, how are you? Can you install that system that tells you the distance per liter of fuel you spend? No, there is no system. But I think there's a video I did. You just use your normal odometer to see the distance. There is no system. Every car has that system, but it's clearer with the new models. The 2006 models, those cars, they literally tell you themselves. You don't even have to calculate with the calculator. Me, I want that of 2004 model cause over the indicator is a colorless thing. That one is very good. Some people have imported hybrids. Hybrid mujaziria batata. The UAR I don't know. Naero jajisa million 13, 12, 14 what is the name of that video? Mark 2. Mark 2 is one of the very first videos I did. You'll see, just scroll through the videos. Nuwa yiyo. Kato yo mugaga nnyo obatamanyi kyabala. Oba ng'avuga school van. Fene wafeze moroka enene tezikola. emotoka enene either oba mubedde nnyo oba ng'ovuga school van oba migaati naye ng'ogyevuge. There is a guy that came this way. He was driving a Golf, one of those Golfs that looks like a Ipsam. Right now he drives a Raoul. Yakakana. There is another one that was driving a Benz. Avuga Pro Box. Yakakana. Fene waffe tebaletayo kajjanja. Okujja ng'oli wa delivery, otwala migaati, ebyo bwe bityo. That's when you can manage these cars. Ati wali eno Regius. Era bwe bamu bano ba delivery basukkawo balaba beemanyi n'okwemanya. Stenson yaffe mugira someone told me a long time ago ata kati obeera mu Stenson. Eno Stenson yaffe wano we tukikubira wano we wali amabaala agafa amanene ga amnesia gali wano ga sirikanjenwa gali wano gonna gali wano. But I hope you guys are doing well. It's nice to always interact with you guys and engage very nicely. For the guys that have just come on, don't forget I do pre-purchase inspection. Bugenda kugula emmotoka, buyambako n'olonda emmotoka ennungi, buyambako okulaba nga you get a car that is healthy at a good price, okay? And I make sure you get a car that has not been stolen, that has no dirty at all. And I've helped so far about 15 people to do that. And on top of that, I'm your guardian angel. I make sure you don't make those silly mistakes that other people will make when they don't have me. I charge a small fee. I also come with a mechanic to make sure that we check everything literally with the car. And trust me, the double cabin we bought, the person that bought that double cabin actually alesaba makanika kuva mu Toyota Uganda. Nefe betukebera tebiddibwamu. Nebekebera ne bagenda kulunya, ffe tukebera tetugenze na kulunya. Ne bagenda kulunya ne beefulukuta ngera we beefulukuta abo abantu abo. Bamaliriza era bazeeyo ku mmotoka gye twalonze nga gye yina okugulwa. Okitegeera ffe bye tulonda biba byebyo tebiddibwamu. Now someone that is thinking 400,000 is a lot of money, just imagine you don't pay that 400,000 n'ogula emmotoka enzibe. Will the 400,000 still be a lot? Or just imagine you buy a car and it has a bad engine. Will the 400,000 still be a lot of money? Hell no. That's very little money. And that's how we keep the lights on this channel. Lengera ka view banange, lengera ka view. Yeah. Baliwe yambuzi zobeera wandozo olaba sinnatuuka waka kyagenda dakika zigenda ndoza mwatu atengera mbadde mvuga at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour average. Lengera ka green kati fene waffe tulina fresh air etasangika walala kavu kabala kavu simanyi oba nze nkalaba nze kuba akalidima naye kati olukwate bateeka kumyala enkuba eddamu neeritta. And I think this happens with all roads. Enkuba eddamu neegatta because kati netuddemu nettaala. The next time you look at me, I'm going to be like an angel. Yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well. Banange mumpe emirimu nsobole okusigala nga nkyasobola okugula data kitaako baaba. Allow me to repost this question. Some automatic cars have a manual mode, but how and why would you use that? They use it. You can change the gears literally. It's not really manually, but that gear shift is the one you use. Buli motoka ina auto manual ina instructions zayo. But the auto manual mode is simply for sub pay. It's for sub pay. The motoka ya manual ntufu yene yange. You use it, for example, when you're overtaking, when you're going uphill like this, and the automatic gearbox is not giving you the right, power and all that. But still, that it's not really the same feeling. And I've seen people that have these cars that have auto manual modes, but they never really use the auto manual mode, the manual mode of that car. The automatic gives you better. But one thing you need to realize, the gearbox that has both auto and manual modes it's much more expensive to replace. even if you were to repair it, it's much more expensive to repair. So katiberange echo kimanyi nti it comes with an extra expense in case it dies or in case you have to replace it. But I don't think you really need the auto manual mode. Arthur, what is your honest comment on the new Primo? The new Primo, one thing I personally think it's overpriced. I think it's not really worth the money that you people buy it. But it's okay, it's reliable, definitely. It's reliable. But I find that you put a lot of money in one simple thing that is not going to make it back. I find it overpriced. Overpriced, overpriced. So many cars that I find. Can I get a good wish 2007? No, you can't. I think condition. You want a 2007 model. When you have 13 million, stop. Don't even ask which model. Don't even ask which number plate. Say I want a good wish. That's one thing I normally tell you guys. When you have small money, don't have conditions. The only condition you should have Subaru Forester, that one is a visitor, but that's a child. Then a Moroka General be a single Kunyama Stereo, Katemoroke Dako General be that I know Yakolamo, Tagina Muchibuga, Katfabagana Muchibuga, Ngatubuga Muchibuga Naku, the Moroka Zetwinas is, a yage, no, Muravana would the Buzibi, young and the Basibu. Abantu abavuga emotoka buli lunaku nga bagenda mu kibuga yiyo ngitunuddeko Land Rover Discovery yakabala emyezi ebiri ng'epakitevaawo kati emotoka ey'amaanyi ennaalabye eno mpozi ne visitor ate nowa visitor akolera eno waffe tavaayo okitegeera. But overall all those cars are very nice cars. Weeyagala naye nga bw'oba oyagala wish ya million 13 ebya condition biveeko totekawo yadde condition n'emgwe gamba njagala wish ennungi million 13 nga ne bagirekuleetera ku UAM ovuga buvuzi n'ogenda kasiiba namu. I'm being honest guys, because me I've seen what is in the market. Even wish at 15 million etajja bannungi okitegeera okujjako nga namba nkadde nga togenda kweronda nnyo. A wish at 15 to be very good zizire namba ze wish ezasookera ddala ng'oli abadde agirabirira bulungi gy'osobola okufuna mu ezo ssente nga ki ng'ojja kweyagala. Otherwise bw'onojja nga weeronda ogenda gula emmotoka nga emmotoka yennyini gy'obadde oyagala naye ebonye ggwe nga maintenance wa bbeeyi kubanga ogimaintaininga literally all the time. Neighbor wange Robe. But your lorries are the ones avoiding the road.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good.
You should be taxing those guys. How are you, Ron?
I want to get
How are you? It's the lorries that are destroying the road. And the thing is,
my friend passed the year and we almost got stuck.
which car is that?
Like
The Alex. Yeah, he just doesn't know how to drive. The Alex is my car. They are very powerful cars.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is he still there? I don't know if he's going to get home.
Oh, but he can pass that man. Mulaba moving mu kituno ino okubanga oyogera bulungi ne banneighbor kati mulabye I'm a very social person. I hope you're doing well. Wano waliwo atandise okuzimba naye aleka azimba mizigo. Primo from the bone, and I have 45 million, but I love Primo car, and especially the new model. Your honest comment, I don't want the old one. You can get it. You can definitely get it. Bobo jagala waliwo moroka ze bagula nga ogula lwalaavu nti moroka eyo njagala gye njagala okitegeera. You can get it. As a moroka Primo, it has no problem gwe kyoba omanya. They are very reliable cars. That's why you find that people drive them nga ate bangi nga tebazifunamu buzibu. Gula buguzi. Then other cars have paddle shifters, but we are not taught such things in school, because where are you going to use the paddle shifters? Kitegeera n'abazirina nga kweziri atazenda bote bazivugisa ojana kwagala because kuba nange paddle shifters bazikozesa. But apart the cars that have paddle shifters, they also display gears in the odometer, so it shouldn't be hard to use them. But I find that paddle shifters would work mostly when you're on a highway. Going up on Entebbe Express, then you can use the paddle shifters. Yeah. Kati ntuuse ku Kisenyi residence. Niwange waka wentuuse kati. Arthur, thank you. How much is the price estimate for the old model Harrier 2.2cc and what is your honest opinion? The 2.2cc Harrier old model will be at around 15. A good one. Good one. It's okay. It's a 2.2cc, so you don't expect it to consume very less. It will consume some fuel. Toja kweyagala nyonga ina motoka ya 2000cc, but it's very comfortable by the way. Maintenance is also okay for the Harrier. Okitegeera, so era tojja kumenya nnyo. Amina Anthony, Pascal Joseph, I hope you're doing good. Mutengu Isaac, Benjamin B, Komujara James, Edrin Mugerwa, Feel Good Music UG, Salmina, Edrin Mugerwa. Hello. How are you? Good. Okay, let me finish and come. Bashil Mukalazi, of course Motengu, A. Vincent aka Henry Ojambo, Harris Pax, Innocent, Firstborn, Baluku Nobat, Mr. Cafero, Henry, Ochen Richard, Bali Kudembe Joseph, Kasuja James Raymond, Enan Stewart, Namu Abadi Mukamoli. By the way, I don't take it for granted. Don't forget I do pre-purchase inspection before you buy a car. Pay me some money and I help you get a good car. Of course, Martha, Atipa, Samli, Sami, Gaetano, Atera, James Chirwana, thank you very much for engaging. Director Martha Academy, Chiimba Samson, Oton Bugs, Sami, Paul Banalia, Clip Films, very much for being part of this broadcast. I'll see you tomorrow evening at 5:15. Tomorrow, I'll not forget. Tomorrow, I don't have a program that will make me as busy as the one of today. But I wish you a very nice evening. Don't do what you don't want your kids to do. My contact is in the description of this channel, guys. JK, banange. Mbadde sikulabye, been here from ebintu by'abazungu. Ffe tubeera n'ebyo tuba mu kuyiriba naye kansubireyo steady. All right, guys, I wish you a very good evening. I'll see you tomorrow evening 5:15. Ciao.